Right. Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, classic, less known classic. This is episode number 2645 and Doubleshot number 2539. I have two trades from two different independent companies. First up, the longest running independent comic publishing right now, we have Spawn, the book that keeps breaking numbers like crazy. Especially in the last few years. Thank you, Todd McFarlane, for doing that. Yes, of course, Todd McFarlane basically is here as a... He basically is the main writer for issues 3. Basically, this book is called Spawn Shadows. This collects issues 316 and 323. Roy McCavill basically co-writes issue 323 with Todd McFarlane. Carlo Barari does issues 316 and 323. He co-does it with Thomas Nugent on issues 321 and 323. This cover right here, this is all Todd McFarlane's artwork. Yep. Mostly put in the case, now, you might be thinking, wait, wasn't the last one you reviewed, like, record, wasn't, like, it's been a while since you talk about anything, like, normally when you talk about stuff related to, well, how should I put this? With Spawn, it is most of it in the Orange Collection. Like, it's been a while. Indeed it has. Now, there was a trade release for what's called Omega. Yes, definitely, Omega. I mean, I have reviewed pretty much like almost every single... As far as I can tell, just about almost every single... like Spawn Orange Collection released, except for like 3. The other ones I have not reviewed yet have been, off the top of my head, have been volumes 18 and 20. Okay, so I have reviewed Spawn Omega. Okay, so... yeah, this is obviously the very next trade here with this one. Mostly put, basically, we just have, of course, we have this wonderful artwork here with this creature coming on the ground called Plague. It is mostly put just Todd McFarlane just continuing to expand the Spawnverse. She-Spawn is here. Of course, this is also, it's like the best way to describe these issues is basically like a really big stuff happening here, while also frequently mentioning what happened over the course of previous issues, and you think, does this set up the events of what's going on in Scorched? Not necessarily. So, it is also, we still have this countdown. I should point out that when McFarlane was not writing this series, this little countdown thing never appeared in the comic. Nope, mostly put, this only shows up when Al Simmons is in the book. Now, what exactly is basically this countdown for? I'm not really sure, but mostly put, it's like, the first few issues is basically like more, it's basically the best way to describe issues 316, 319. It is a backdoor pilot to all of the spin-off books we have right now. Scorched, King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn. Yep. We also have basically a gorilla with armor, which is awesome. They basically Spawn just being a badass. It's all really cool stuff here. That's why I describe this book. It is just pure fun. Yep. McFarlane does an excellent job with this book, and I give this book roughly a 9 out of 10. Alright, next up we have is a book that the last time I put basically this character as a thumbnail, YouTube decided to pull it because nudity. Despite the fact she actually is covered. We have Vampirella, Dracula, Unholy, a love story. And yes, as you can see with the cover, we have Vampirella attempt to take off her own outfit. This is written by Christopher Priest, who actually has been writing Vampirella the last few years. He has liked writing the character from an interview. Mostly put, this miniseries is coming out, came in the aftermath of the previous volume for Vampirella. It's mostly book because at the end of the previous Vampirella book, Dracula Vampirella got married. Yes, Dracula got married. Now, I should point out, though, Dracula is not the Bela Lugosi Dracula, or the Christopher Lee Dracula, or even the Marvel Dracula. Now, I think from what I can tell, for Dynamite's version of Dracula, he's more in line kind of with basically of how he was written by Bram Stoker. That's what I can tell anyways. By the way, the arc here is done by Danny Hawaja. Mostly put with his miniseries, it is just a team-up between Dracula and Vampirella, which, well, it's a lot of really interesting stuff for this book. Also, Vampirella, the way it's not, of course, they shaded out here. Yeah, frequently in the book, Dracula has sex Vampirella. Yes. But, and of course, one thing that this comic does do that does not do, that a comic called Broadsword, from Broadsword Comics, Tell Which Black Rose, that we never see a female character butt naked, we see lots of nudity. Dynamite knows not to do that. Here, it's censored. Yes, with light. Yeah, and it's a really interesting miniseries for what it is. Also, during the course of this book, we see Vampirella put on the outfit she actually wore during the Christopher Priest run. She wore this in a couple of lines per se, but it is mostly put as just a team-up book doing various monster characters. And then the book just ends where next is Vampirella Year 1. And of course, we're soon leading into Vampirella 666. What is the point of this issue? It is the 666th comic published by Dynamite Comics. Dynamite Entertainment. Interesting book per se. And I have been reading Vampirella now for the last several years. Excuse me. And I told this to the Vampirella cosplay I went to Comic-Con last month, that I recently went on like a bench reading spree, pretty much catching up with all the Vampirella comics, and she smiled at that, the fact I did that, because Dynamite does an excellent job writing Vampirella. And, by the way, if anybody's beat this cosplayer, she's a very lovely woman. Yeah. And I put out right away that she was cosplaying as Vampirella because I've seen the outfit multiple times. Yep. Though those who might be thinking, is the outfit as thin as this? Well, it covers a little bit more breast per se than the costume the comic does, but hey, it's an accurate representation of the actual costume from the comics. Yep. Though apparently they flew her from California. Yes, this very lovely woman from California. Which, when I heard that, like, really? So, you flew from a state that's known for the last few years to be very restrictive people? Where some people basically move to California because it's too restrictive for them? Yeah. But not really much else to say about this book per se. But that's pretty much what it is. So, that's going to be pretty much that particular view. I had one more comic corner, and this was quite interesting because basically I'm wrapping up a particular series and starting up the first half of a run. Okay, for the next video, please like, comment, subscribe, notifications, do not hit the dislike button. Okay, next video, bye.